Vikir struggles under the heavy weight of the giant fist above him. He remembers the system warning, which said only one person could escape through the portal. Knowing this, he decided to throw Sinclair through the exit first so she could survive instead of him. He knows Sinclair could never survive this floor alone, and if they both stayed, the system would force them to fight to the death. The demons set up this cruel game to make them feel hopeless, but Vikir refuses to play by their rules. Instead, he focuses on the exact words of the warning and finds a hidden loophole he can use. As he figures out how the rules really work, another giant hand comes out of a portal and hits him hard. Arabia is shocked and asks Vikir if he is trying to get himself killed. The demon reminds him that the trapped students can only be saved if Vikir clears the abyss tree and stays alive. He yells at Vikir for throwing his life away for a girl who might just die on the next floor anyway. Vikir just smirks, teasing the demon for forgetting his long oath to protect women. Arabia gets angry at him for making jokes in such danger, but Vikir tells him to calm down. He says he does not plan on dying at all, pointing at the portal and saying he will simply walk through it too. Arabia panics as more monsters rush in, asking how Vikir can escape when the portal only allows one person. Vikir gets ready to move, knowing the system warning was not actually lying. He jumps into the air because he realized the rule only applied to humans. Using the Baskerville fourth form, Vikir easily cuts down the wave of monsters rushing toward him. As the giant fist slams down, Vikir uses the picaresque mask to turn into a beast, slipping through the exit as an animal instead of a human. The system then confirms that he cleared the dragon demon's laboratory and entered the 10th floor, called Paradise Lost. When Vikir opens his eyes under a fancy chandelier, he finds himself covered in bandages as a small hound, wondering where he is. The 10th floor looks like a bright royal bedroom straight out of a fairy tale. Resting in such a fancy place, the tired little hound sinks into the soft bed and enjoys the warm comfort. He then smells delicious food on the table and notices that the room has everything someone could ever want. It looks just like paradise, but the word suddenly triggers a dark memory from his past life. A system message appears, welcoming him to Paradise Lost and calling it a safe place for tired challengers to rest. The floor shop opens up, offering fine furniture, great food, and even letters from the outside world in exchange for stat candies. The system also explains that challengers with no money can sell their permanent stats and items to pay for these comforts. Even though the system tells him he is super lucky and should rest forever, Vikir knows this is actually a deadly trap. He remembers stories from past heroes who called Paradise Lost the most dangerous floor in the entire abyss tree. Even without any monsters, the peaceful environment slowly destroys a person's desire to fight and leave. Challengers end up trading away their hard-earned stats just to eat sweets and send letters to the outside world. Vikir knows this sweet life is a trap that ruined countless strong warriors in his past life. Like bugs drowning in honey, challengers do not realize they are trapped until they become totally lazy and weak. The longer someone stays in Paradise Lost, the faster they lose their stats and their will to fight. Once they lose their strength and courage, they stop trying to escape and simply wait for someone else to save them. It is basically a prison without bars, made to break a warrior's mind through endless comfort. The expensive letter service is actually the worst part of this trap. The abyss tree reads a challenger's memories and creates fake letters full of lies, giving them false hope month after month. Vikir knows that without his past life memories, he might have fallen for this trick as well. Soon, the system gives him the escape quest, which requires both people in the room to truly want to leave. Even though the goal sounds simple, Vikir knows how hard it is to convince someone who has grown comfortable. The real problem is that both people must agree to leave at the same time. Since two people share each room, if one person gives up and wants to stay, both of them are trapped forever. Looking at his new bandages, Vikir realizes someone else patched him up, and he hopes his roommate is someone he can talk to. Suddenly, a soft voice breaks the silence, putting the little hound on high alert. A blonde girl says sorry for scaring him and tells him to stay still so his wounds do not open again. To Vikir's complete surprise, the person taking care of him is Student Council President Dolores. Dolores forgets her usual calm attitude, squealing over how cute the puppy is and pulling him into a warm hug. She happily says she will adopt him and take care of him, leaving Vikir surprised by her playful side. Dolores thinks the puppy was just near the academy arena and got pulled into the tower by accident. As she checks his bandages, she is shocked to see that his deep wounds are already healed, making Vikir worry she might figure out his secret. She remembers finding him covered in blood near death, and she is amazed by how fast he recovered. Luckily, Dolores assumes her own holy magic healed him so quickly, letting Vikir sigh with relief. Looking closely at his face, she suddenly says the puppy looks a lot like someone she knows. She mentions that the puppy's black fur, red eyes, and sharp look remind her of a certain man. Dolores then checks underneath to see his gender and blushes deeply when she sees he is male, leaving Vikir confused.